Hello guys, so today I'm going to be teaching us or going through an app that will teach us how to make palindromes, or not make palindromes, but show us what letters or numbers or words are palindromes. For example, I'm just going to run this app a little bit so to show you how. So if you're wondering what a palindrome is when you can spell a number, a word, number, letter, whatever it is, from the right to the left, and it's the same. So race car, if I spell R-A-C-E-C-A-R, and also if I spell from this side, the right, R-A-C-E-C-A-R, it's the same both ways. So something like race car would be a palindrome. So race car, but if I put something like genius in, and if I put check, that wouldn't be a palindrome because it doesn't spell it the same way. So if I put 20002, 20002 is a palindrome because if you go from right to left, it's the same. Left to right, it's the same. If I put a 3 in it, it's not a palindrome. So you can, I hope you've grasped the concept of what a palindrome is, and just a quick tour of the design bit. So in the screen, I put 4 columns: 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, and 4 column. In the first column, I put one label. In the fourth column, I put this. Label. In the fourth column, I put a label here. This is my second. Okay, I'll put my columns back to front. So this was my fourth column, and the label was word palindromes. In my third column, which is here, I put a text input box to type in your what you think is a palindrome. In column 2, I put in a blank label, and I've minimized it so there's nothing in there. I'm not sure if you guys can really see, but right there you can see how tiny that box is. That it's just blank, so that the reader or the person who is using the app doesn't see it. And then I put the column number 1 on the bottom, and this one is the button for check. So if you want to check, you click on this after you write the palindrome, and it will check your answer. So let's go into the box and see and you guys can design it your way. I just gave that little idea of it. So this was the code for it. So I had to create one variable called variable reversed, and where you can go for this is you can go into variables, I'm just going to do this code again for you just in front of you guys so it makes more sense. So you go into variables, go over here, get instalize app variable name 2. You want to grab that, put it in your workspace, and keep that app. Don't change it, just keep that app, and change the variable name to reversed. And guys, remember, a variable should not have a capital letter to start off with. I'm just warning you here. Or well, I'm not sure it would work. But it sometimes doesn't work, but when you put it with no capital letters, it works clearly, so you don't want to take that risk. So then you go into text here, and you want to get that blank text box on the top, the first one. Just pull that and attach it to this. You'll get, both of them will go yellow at the same time, and as soon as you let go, it will make that noise if you have the sound on. So then you want to go into control, and you want to get this out. So I'm just going to keep this here for now because I probably suggest doing it now instead of pulling it out later, because it gets really confusing when you pull it out later. So then you want to go into button number, you want to go into palindromes check. So that's what I named. I named my button palindromes check. So it checks the palindrome if it's a palindrome or not. So you take whatever you've named it. I've named it palindromes check. So I'm just going to pull that out. So when the button, also named as palindrome check in mine, is clicked, you want to, again, you know how you made that, you declared the variable here, Again, you want to go into variables, but this time you want to get set app variable reverse. So we named it reverse, so it's set app variable reverse, and then you want to go into text and get that blank space again. So the reason why we're doing this is so if we want it to start off with 1, we don't want our app variable to start off with 1. We want it to have blank, nothing in it. Then, as I said before, just get that counts do get the if do. Oh, as you can see, I made a little mistake here. So I got the if do else block, but what I need is only the if do block. Okay, so I'm going to click on this if do block, and on your keyboard I'm going to press Control. On the bottom left of your keyboard you will see it will say CTRL. I'm going to click on that, and I'm also going to click on the number C at the same time. So I have just copied it now, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do, instead of pressing C, I'm going to press V at the same time. And as you can see, I've just duplicated the same code without having to go back into it. So I'm going to go back into Control now, and I'm going to get the count loop. You'll find it at the bottom. It will be pretty big, so it's clear to see. So then, I'm just having a bit of lag here because my mouse isn't the best. It's a wobble mouse. Oh, it's disappeared. Let's try everything. Okay, it's back. Okay, so now we're gonna go into text, and we're gonna get the text lengths of ABC. We're gonna just click that into here, and after we've clicked that there, we're just gonna go into text input 1. So over here, this one. So whatever you've named this one over here, you're gonna go into that on the bottom and open up that page. So go over here. Where's text input 1? Oh, here it is. You're gonna click on it, and you want to get text input 1's hint. So you're gonna just click that. Replace that with the ABC is. It might take some turning around, but it will work. And there you go, we've got them both yellow. Click it in, and then you click on hint after this and change that to text. And then after that, you want to change this to 1. Instead of 10, change it to 1. Okay, so now that I've changed this to 1, I am going to scroll down a bit, and I'm going to go into variables again, and I'm going to get that set variable reversed again, but this time instead of doing a blank text, I'm going to go into text and get that join button. Over here, I'm going to get that join button and chuck it right in there. So then I'm going to go into variables once more, and I'm going to get the app variable reversed, and then I'm just going to click it in where it says hello. As you can see, I put it in, hello will come out. You can just put that in the bin on the corner. Again, I'm having a laggy mouse, so if you're having a laggy mouse, just a quick tip, just let it go, give it 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you see it stop blinking, it'll be perfectly fine. And then you go, you type in is palindrome. You do not type in is palindrome. You want to go into text again, and there'll be something called in text ABC get letter #1. You want to pull that out and put it and chuck it in where world is, and then it will say, and then you want to go into text input 1 or whatever you've named that text, as I said before, and I named it text input 1 as it was. I'm going to get the text input text, and I'm going to put it right there in that corner where it said well. Chuck it in there. It should look like this. And so then we're going to go into variables once more and get the I button, and we're just going to click it in there. So now all of this is just rephrased into one letter, named I. So then we're going to go into the control and get the if-do block. But as I said, it's going to get a bit confusing after this, so that's why I've just put it right next to me to help me. So I'm going to get two of them and click it right under each other like that. Then I'm going to go into logic, and I'm going to get the equals to, put it right there, and go into variables, get the app variable reversed, put it there, and then get the text input one's text, and put it there. So it's technically saying that if whatever I type in text input 1 is equal to when it is reversed, set label output, so the blank tiny label that I mentioned to you before. So you're going to go into that. I've named it label output. You guys can name it whatever you want. So set label output text to, and then I'm going to go into text again over here, and then I'm going to replace that with a big join. I'm going to go into text input 1. I'm going to get in text input 1, go into text input 1's text, replace it with the hello, and is not a palindrome. That's all I'm going to type, is not a palindrome. Is a palindrome, I mean, I got mixed up there. Is a palindrome. And I'm just going to put that space in front of is because it's going to be all cramped up with the word. So if you remember, just put that space in front of the is, although it would be like there is no space between the word you've wrote in the text input and is palindrome. So that was really good. So then I'm just going to click on this and press Control C and then Control V, as I mentioned before, and I'll get another version of that. So I want to copy the exact same thing, but I'm going to press that drop down and do not equal to. Then I'm going to copy the set label, Control C, Control V. I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm just going to click it right there. And then I'm where it says is a palindrome, I'm just going to change that to is not a palindrome. So yeah, that's it. That you've done it. That's it. And if for even more proof, I'm just going to delete this, the whole code over here, if I can. Delete you. Bring what it was on the down up. And yeah, that's it. That's what. Oh, well, I needed. It's hard to delete this right now, but yeah. So that's out of the picture. So then we're going to design, and if you get that thing saying your code might not be saying, don't worry, it just says that. So you can go live test, load, any palindrome you want, even random letters would work. Check. That's not a palindrome. Madam is a palindrome. Madam is a palindrome. 316131 is not a palindrome. 25552 is a palindrome. So I hope you have learned a lot from this, and one day you can create something even better than this. And if you have any doubts or anything you want me to make a video on, please put that in the comments below, and I'll try doing that next video. And remember to leave that like button, hit that subscribe button that's red down there, and make it grey. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day. Till then, see you.